Today I'm chilling with Mike Huggy Carter, world-renowned tour production consultant of MGC Productions. He is a writer, composer, and a musician. His new project is Chillin' Volume 1 under F.H.F Friends Helping Friends, a group of musician friends. So tell us a little about Huggy.
Well, I was born and raised Oakland, California, music capital to us. I was in music, started music early in life. Elementary school, I started playing in the school band, high school, junior high school. Coming out of high school, I started playing with a couple of different local bands in Oakland. Group Nine Lives, another group Urban Renewal, which I was playing drums and also bass guitar. We were fortunate enough to get a contract with Nine Lives to go to Japan, and we were there for a little over 3 months, playing nightclubs, after hours, dinner clubs, and I really got bit by that bug, wanting to be an entertainer. But then also, at the same time, I wanted to learn the business of music. So once we returned from Japan, I spent another couple of years of playing locally. And then I decided to move on from playing and get more into the engineering technical side of it. I started working at a studio called Star Maker Sound in Oakland. Their clients were Larry Graham, Sly Stone, Tower of Power, Confunction, The Whispers, and so forth, other Bay Area groups. That's why I got the chance to start engineering, and my first live engineering show was with The Whispers at the Circle Star Theater in San Carlos. And that really pushed that button again, and I wanted to tour.
So coming from Oakland, California, you were exposed to all genres of music. Everybody knows that Oakland is rich in history with their music, their artists. Who were some of your favorite local artists?
Some of my favorite local artists, I would say, Sheila E., of course, was one. A group called Second Wind, which was fronted by a bass player named Rusty Allen, who played with Sly Stone after Larry Graham left. I guess, the other local band, there was an artist, Clayton Richardson, great sax player and singer. He headed up a couple of different bands. Bernard Anderson, wow, had a band also. I can't remember. And there was one band called Together, which is they were like the hottest local band, show band that you could ever see.
Wow, so we already know that Oakland was just on the map at the time. So once you took your talents globally, who are some of the artists you've worked with over the years?
Well, that's a long list.
I'm here for it.
Starting with Prince, Mary J. Blige, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, of course, The Whispers, Chris Brown, New Edition, Bobby Brown, Tony Braxton, Sheena Easton, to name a few, Hiroshima, one of my favorites. I do, that's part of the list.
Okay, so with all this vast knowledge of all these different artists, who was your least favorite artist to work with and why? That's a tricky question, because I don't want anybody to get mad at me. But, I think working the New Edition reunion was like one of the hardest tours to do. And that was simply because of the chaos and it just was not organized correctly. Wow. So if that was your least favorite, who is your favorite artist to work with of all time? And it doesn't have to be one person, it can be a few.
I'm going to start with Gladys Knight. such the professional. Great entertainer, great person, great teacher. I learned a lot from Gladys. Outside of being on the stage, you also have to watch who you are off the stage, and what you do off stage reflects on who you are. Other artists that I worked with that I really enjoyed working with was a group called Hiroshima. Smooth jazz type band. They was just so fun to work with. They were like your buddy next door that you grew up with, and you just try to put a band together and go to work. And that fun transcended into the music.
What country did you enjoy working in the most?
I would have to say Japan. I really like the efficiency, not only of the promoters, but the crew and the promoters' staff. I have not done a Japanese tour to this day that was not well organized, and we were able to have fun on it.
So, tell us about Chillin' Volume 1. You've worked with everybody, you've done music all across the genres, and now here you are, smooth jazz. Tell us about that.
Well, once again, as I said, I started off as a musician, and I kind of put that on the back burner for years to explore, once again, as I said, the technical and also the business side of the music industry. Well, unfortunately, the coronavirus has hit around the world, and it has pretty much shut down what we do for a living as far as entertainment, touring, and so forth. So, sitting at home, twiddling my thumbs, after the first month, it was driving me crazy. So I said, I've got to do something to spend my time creatively. So I said, you know what? Let me pull my gear back out and start writing again. And once again, I've always been a smooth jazz, fan. So that was the music that I was going for on this first project.
Oh, so you said the first project. So the pandemic still has folks on lockdown. What's next for Huggy?
Well, I've got a second project in the works. This one I'm kind of moving away from the smooth jazz and more or less going back to my Oakland roots, where it's more up-tempo, with a nice flavor of funk.
Oh, so there you have it. Huggy's going to be bringing the funk next time around. Tell us about where we can find Chillin' Volume 1, what platforms. Tell us where we can find Chillin' Volume 1.
Well, as of right now, it is on all the online platforms, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify, Google, Google Play, and Napster.